Hi everybody. Welcome to our fourth week of our series called Brave, where we're learning all about some very brave things that people did in the Bible. Today our story is about a girl named Esther. She had to do something that was super brave and kind of tricky. Let's start with this tricky puzzle.
So here we have our puzzle. Let's put it together. This is kind of a tricky puzzle. I have an idea. Oh look, that's what the puzzle's supposed to look like. Now we can match the pieces to the pieces on the sheet. Let's try this. And there you have it, all done. It says, God can help me overcome difficulty.
That was a tricky puzzle, wasn't it? Well, it was a lot easier when we put the paper underneath that showed us the big picture. It helped us do a difficult thing. Well, God can help us overcome difficulties too. Difficulties are things that are hard to do. That's our big idea for today. God can help me overcome difficulty. Can you say that with me on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. God can help me overcome difficulty. Good job. Well, let's worship and then listen to our story.
Sometimes the road ahead can be so rough. You are the reason why I don't give up. 'Cause even when it's hard to see, I still believe. So I'm gonna trust your love.
Hey kids! Have you ever been somewhere new? Going somewhere new can be fun, but it can also be scary. In today's story, we'll hear about a woman who had to adjust to a new place far away from home. This woman's name was Esther. Esther was a Jew, meaning she was one of God's chosen people. She lived with her uncle Mordecai. When Esther was young, the king wanted a new wife, and he picked Esther. It must have been difficult for Esther to live in the king's palace, away from her uncle Mordecai, her family, and the rest of the Jewish people. She was in a strange place with people she didn't know, and she had to learn how to survive in a land that wasn't her own. But God was with Esther. She was brave and believed that even though she was in a hard situation, God could use her. Even though she might have been scared or uncertain, God was with her and had put her in the palace for that very moment so she could help her people. Esther didn't let being in a tough spot keep her from doing what she needed to do. And just like Esther, God can help us overcome difficulty too.
So Esther had to marry the king and move far away from all her friends and family. That had to be hard, but she knew God was with her and he helped her overcome difficulty. Now, there's more to her story and we're going to learn it next week. But now I've got something really cool to show you. Wow, did you see that egg get sucked into the bottle? That was really cool. Let's talk about it and how it relates to our story. So they had an egg and it wasn't going to go in the bottle on its own, no matter how hard you pushed it. So they used some fire at the bottom of the bottle, and that's kind of like God helping us. And it helped the egg overcome the difficulty of fitting through the bottle. And when the fire cooled down, it sucked the egg right into the bottle. And that's kind of like how God helps us overcome difficulties. As much as we squeeze and try to push ourselves through, it might be really, really hard. But if we let God help us, he can help us do something really difficult. Let's go do a craft.
For our craft today, we are going to make our own Queen Esther to remind us how brave she was and that God helped her overcome difficulty. So you're going to need a spoon, a piece of paper, some markers, scissors, a couple of permanent markers. Both of these scissors and markers, or permanent markers, you'll need an adult's help, and some tape or glue. So first we're going to start by drawing Queen Esther's face. This is what you'll need the permanent markers for. You can use any color. I've got brown and pink. And there's her face. Now I'm going to draw a crown and her dress, and we'll cut them out. And now we'll cut them out. Alright, and once you have them cut out, you can glue or tape them onto your spoon. And there you have it, your Queen Ester. Now, you can look at her and remember that God can help you overcome difficulty, just like he helped Queen Esther when she had to marry the king and move to a strange land. Hold on to her because we're going to hear the rest of her story next week.
Thank you for joining me this week for the story. I hope you enjoyed learning about Esther and how God helped her overcome difficulty. And he can help you overcome difficulty too. Parents, if you haven't already, like and follow us on Facebook at Tower Grove Kids, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you won't miss any new videos. Have a great week.